Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Stumpt Log. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Before we jump right in, this is going to have to be kind of a short one as I have to start getting ready for this week's Stumped Trunk Twitch show. I've got to make some new awesome overlays and stuff for it. So, if you have not yet followed us on Twitch, do so now. There's a link down in the description. We go live at 3:30 Pacific time today. We do it every Sunday. This week, I think we're going to play some Super Fight. It's an awesome card game. Me, Rick, Jazz, and Rick's wife, we all played it last night in person, and so we're going to try it today on Twitch using Tabletop Simulator. Anyway, I want to get into some exciting news for you guys. PAX. I know I talked in the past a couple of times about how disappointed I was that we didn't get media passes and all the passes had sold out and stuff, and it seemed like there was just no chance in heck that we were going to manage to get to go to PAX like we had promised. Boom, we're going. Yes, Price managed to score a 4-day-long PAX pass. That's all of PAX. Jazz, in a miraculous, she just happened to be looking at her phone at the right time, saw that there was some reclaimed tickets back for sale, and so me, Rick, and Jazz all have tickets to go Friday and Sunday for PAX. So all four of us are going to be up there for PAX, and I couldn't be more stoked. I cannot wait to meet some developers, network with some people, and we're going to do a fan meetup up in Seattle. We don't have all the details for that yet, but it's going to happen. It's likely going to happen on that Saturday, so we will have more details about that once we have it locked down exactly where we want to meet up and what we're going to do and what time and stuff. But if you're in the area and you want to meet up with Stumped, then plan on it, man. It's going to be around PAX. I couldn't be more excited for that. That's going to be so much fun. Right now, all of us are still working on the logistics of how we're getting to Seattle and where we're staying and stuff like that, and it's a blast. I'm just so overwhelmingly happy that it's happening. Whew. All right. So, with that out of the way, what else has been going on? Last week's games. Last week's games were... Warlocks? Warlocks vs. Shadows was the very end of our Magic Month. What did you guys think of that game? It was probably kind of chaotic to look at, wasn't it? But that game is actually a blast to play 4-player. And there's some interesting backstory on the developers. The developers, one of the main, I think, programmers of that game has a disability where he actually programs with his feet rather than... I'm not sure if he just doesn't have arms or what, but that is just a really interesting tidbit about that game. I thought that game's pixel art was super crazy beautiful. The crazy fallen angel at the end lady, she was insane when she first came out. Anyway, that game was a blast. Then we started on our Space Month, and we haven't had a whole week of space yet, so I did a couple of one-offs. I did Cosmonautica and Cosmocoria, and Price did VVV. What'd you guys think of those? I had a real blast playing Cosmonautica in particular, not just because I've seemingly gotten a little addicted to it. I think I've put 10 hours into it since Wednesday, but that game... I actually had a blast just making my little profile, making myself look like I was a crew member for the recording of that game. That was a lot of fun, actually, and it seemed like you guys liked that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to continue making a series on that game, just because it seems like in between the fun things that happen in that game, there's definitely a lot of downtime where you have to grind out making a lot of money. But that game is a lot of fun. So if you guys enjoyed watching that at all, then I'd highly suggest picking up that game because I think it's really well made. And the final edition of that game is about to pop out as well. What else? Next week, you guys, we are doing Kerbal Space Program for the whole week. And we recorded it this weekend. We recorded 2 hours of it because we were trying to accomplish this one thing. I won't spoil too much for you, but it's so nerve-wracking, and there's so much panic happening throughout the whole thing. It's hilarious. If you keep watching throughout episode by episode, we keep on leaning more and more towards the camera because we're just so on the edge of our seats and stuff. It's a blast. I'm so excited to put that out, and I think you guys are really going to like it. We did a lot of customizations in that to put Stumpt themed things in that game. What else? We had the big recording session last weekend. Rick and Price are finally back in town. That's the first time that we've managed to record all four of us in person in 3 weeks, maybe 4. I can't totally remember. But it was an awesome recording session. We did like 8 hours of recording, and then we had a chance to like talk about the future of Stumpt and stuff like that, which is something that we've been meaning to do for a long time. It was a good time. And we record Duck Game, which you guys seem to really enjoy. I think that's going to continue to be a returning thing on the channel for sure. I'm actually interested, someone mentioned it in the comments, would you guys prefer to see us do green screen and put ourselves into Duck Game? Or would you guys prefer to leave it the way it was and just have our little names up in the corner here, like we did with the Duck Game that came out yesterday? Let me know, because it's easy for us to do either. I just want to know which you guys would seem less of a distraction, I suppose. Would be more entertaining, I guess, is the most important thing. Anyway, let's I think that's the most of the announcements. Let's get into some fan art. I actually have a lot of fan art to show off this time. I made 2 whole things for it. Bam! Here's the first one. John Cotto has been our returning artist every week. Thank you so much, John. This is, I believe, Basketron 4.0. Every time he seems to just keep on looking cooler and cooler, man. I love it. And Charles T. This one, let me look up. It's got, he's got the Priceosaurus. Yep. The Indominus fox. The Tyrannosaur bear. Tyrannobear. And the Velocichicken. And it's, the Stumpt Jurassic World. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you so much for those guys. These freaking crack me up so much. First of all, Alice K, you do a great job at combining our freaking series together. This is a relationship between Super Truck from Gang Beasts and the SS Driftwood from Subnautica, which flew into the sky. If you guys haven't seen that episode of Subnautica, there's a point where the SS Driftwood flies into the sky and Rick has to spend a whole episode trying to get it back. It's hilarious. They're both flying vehicles and it's amazing. Right on. And this from Ben Herfdurfa. Ben, I love that you created this in what I assume is MS Paint, and I can still totally understand what's happening here. It's poultry guys just like flipping the heck out, and that is what genuinely it looks like when it happens. It's like all stringy and weird. Thank you so much, guys. Please keep sending them to us on Twitters, where we see them most often, or mail them to us via our P.O. box. I opened up some mail last week. I really apologize if you guys mailed something to us in between then. I normally check the P.O. box on Friday, but Friday this week was a holiday, so post offices were closed. So next week I'll be sure to check it and open anything that I find. With that, I'm going to go set up for some super fight. Be sure to follow us on Twitch if you haven't already. Be sure to tune in. It's going to happen at 3:30 Pacific time today. That's 6:30 Eastern time for you folks out there. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. All 4 of us are going to be starting for Super Fight. So have yourselves a fantastic rest of the week. If you are in the Pacific Northwest, then crank up the AC because it is blasting hot right now. If you are in the East, then it's pretty cool. How about you share some of the cool weather with us? Come on, we're bros. Have a fantastic rest of the week, you guys. Hope you guys, I don't know, play some Rocket League, which is coming out in 2 days. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I don't know, hope you guys have a fantastic summer. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.